Hello, friends. Good evening. I'm Major Mohammed Ali Shah. It's my proud privilege and honor to be in conversation with a very, very illustrious general who needs no introduction at all. आप सबने इनको देखा है, खास तौर से उस वायरल वीडियो में जब ये रिटायर हुए थे, तो ये आपने देखा होगा इंस्टाग्राम में खास तौर से एक वीडियो बहुत तेजी से वायरल हुआ था, जहाँ पे जनरल ऑफिसर is saluting his mother, is paying his respect to his mother, and बड़े ही very touching, very moving, बहुत ही emotional वीडियो था. That's none other than Major General Ranjan Mahajan, SM VSM, Seva Medal, which is Seva Medal, who has had a very long innings in the army. And इनका बहुत तजुर्बा रहा है fighting counter-insurgency operations, for fighting counter-terrorism operations in Jammu Kashmir. He has commanded a Rashtriya Rifles battalion. And subsequently, we'll go forward and we'll ask him. Just last year, he went on a visit, on a holiday to a beautiful state, which we all know as Manipur. It's in the news right now, unfortunately, for so many wrong reasons. That's a different thing. But he will tell us about his happy memories and about जो उनका तजुर्बा रहा मणिपुर में, वो सुनेंगे हम जनरल साहब से. Sir, Jai Hind, sir, and thank you very much for taking your time, sir.
Thank you. Grateful, and it's a proud privilege and indeed an honor to be with you. And we've been knowing each other. Let's go ahead with your show.
Thank you, sir. Sir, सबसे पहले तो ये बताइए, आपका जो वायरल वीडियो की बात करते हैं पहले आप. Tell us a bit about your viral video which went viral, which the world saw and they were already moved and touched about that video, sir.
Yeah, you see, what had happened was I retired on 30th November last year. And somehow my mother couldn't make it to our place because of the slight health issue. So we wanted to surprise. And my son had come all the way from Vietnam. So me, my wife, and my son decided that we'll surprise my mother. So 30th, I retired, and the same afternoon I left in the same uniform to Delhi. And there, of course, we had taken my two sisters in confidence. And so they had also come up there. So my mother had expressed a desire some time back that बेटा जब तू रिटायर होगा तो तूने सलूट मेरे को जरूर मारना है. So I said that goes without saying. So somewhere in my memory and somewhere in my desire it was lying. So we said let's close this inning of the uniform with going to the mother from whom I started my career, who sent me to Indian Military Academy and Indian military. All mothers at whatever age they are, mothers, they have to have a strong heart of iron so that they can send their children to the services such as Indian Army or armed forces. So we went there, and I was not supposed to have any portfolio or anything on the Instagram or something of that nature. And my son, who was here with me, he said, Dad, now you start making something you be on the Instagram, you be on the YouTube, you start. So he made my Instagram profile, and I was still sleeping. So when he went back on 11th, he went back to Vietnam. From there, he said, Dad, you have not put anything on the video, anything on the Instagram as of now. So I just was surfing. So that video came onto my screen. So I uploaded it. It was made by my son. My wife was there. My brother and my sister are seen in the video. So somehow it just, I think, touched the people. And throughout the night, I was that tung in the mobile was happening. I didn't know what was happening because I was very new to that icon which was presented to me by my son on my retirement. So that is how the thing went all about. And I was contacted by so many people that you want to put it there. I said, as you do, I don't know. I just uploaded it with my emotions. So that is how it went. So this is the story of the video and my.
Sir, Zabardast video था. It was a very, very touching, very, very moving video, and इसमें फौजी हो, non-फौजी हो, everyone could connect with it, and हर जगह पे it was breaking the internet. So let's talk about, you have had extensive experience of fighting counterinsurgency, counterterrorism operation, CICT in Jammu Kashmir, sir. Let's ask, how was it, sir, जब आप आरआर बटालियन वहां पे कमांड कर रहे थे? बल्कि एक किस्सा आज हमने फोन पे एक्सचेंज किया, sir. When I told you, when in the northeast part of India, when 5 soldiers, including me, one of them, was taken captive by the insurgents, but they didn't disrespect us. They were बहुत इज्जत से पेश आए थे वो. तो वैसे ही आपने एक किस्सा, I don't know if you would like to talk about it. आपने हल्का सा एक मेंशन जिक्र किया था वहां पे आरआर में, एक हुआ था एक कुछ किस्सा. आप, या if you are comfortable with about it.
Yeah, you see, what happens is, as you narrated your story, which is actually very, very nerve-touching. I couldn't hold my emotions back, and I could feel जिसको बोलते हैं ना रोंगटे खड़े होने वाला, because if you, along with 3 more officers and 1 NCO, was taken not hostage, but you were made captive in their hideout or wherever they took you, and kept you for 1 full day. And of course, the thing which you narrated, how you actually bailed out of that situation. Hats off to you, man. It is your experience, your knowledge, your control, your all kinds of characteristics put in one personality to tackle this kind of situation. My hats off to you. And not for
Thank you,
you,
sir.
your
Thanks a
own,
lot.
not for your own self, and saving the other 4 lives also, and saving a huge loss to Indian Army. It would have been a very, very big shock and very, very big loss to the Indian Army had it had happened. I'm very, very proud of it. Great.
Thank you, sir.
Coming,
Means a lot for coming from. Means a
yeah,
real
yeah.
lot.
So I think that suffice to narrate that you were taken by the Nagas, and because of your control and your strong hold over the dialect and your intimate knowledge of the languages, you could convince them that it is not. And nice of them. So which year was this?
Sir, 2008 March. But
Okay.
one thing I really appreciate, sir, the insurgents did not misbehave with us. They did not disrespect us, और कुछ गलत सलूक नहीं किया उन्होंने हमारे साथ. जब
Yeah.
गोली मारने का टाइम आया, तब भी उसके बावजूद भी, imagine an adversary is about to shoot you, but yet he is shooting you with respect. Like unimaginable, unthinkable. Otherwise, when there's so much hatred, if you're killing somebody, there's going to be hatred. It's not easy to shoot at somebody or kill somebody. उसमें भी तमीज थी इनकी. कमाल कर दिया था इनको. And I was thinking, अगर यही किस्सा जम्मू कश्मीर में हुआ होता तो पता नहीं कहानी अलग होती आज कुछ और.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I was explaining, I can tell you just, we also used to have some kind of covert operation in which sometime situation so demands that you send unarmed guys, and they go and carry out surveillance, live surveillance. Today the live cameras are there. That time there was nothing of that nature. You could only depend on the human eyes and human brain, who could give you live intelligence about the situation which is happening there. So similarly, we had a team. So they got actually face to face with a group, and they were all unarmed. But one of them was Kashmiri, one of them was from some other state. So they were pretending as if he's a businessman or something. So I could get an SMS from the guy that there is something I'm getting. I will not be able to communicate, but luckily I got the location. So these guys were from across who encountered them. So there was a bit of interrogation of these our party by the actual militant party which happened with you. So accidentally they bumped into each other, but somehow we could extricate them. We could really get into that, and this was a very, very tough situation which actually I could correlate the moment you narrated your story. So these kind of things happens, and this is how you could actually have your moral ascendancy or physical ascendancy over these guys.
Sir, sir, last year आप छुट्टी पे गए थे to a very beautiful state, to the northeast part of India, to Manipur, sir. And you had friends over there. आपके a very close officers of yours known to you were posted over there, sir. Could you tell us a bit about your experience, sir, your experience in Manipur when you had gone, sir?
Yeah, actually, as I said, I was to hang my uniform in November last year. So I had never been to Northeast state. Of course, I could go in other capacity, but I never served there. So I decided, let me go, and I got a nice invitation. So we selected Manipur because Manipur is the one of the most beautiful states of Northeast of our India. So we went there in the month of June last year and spent about 5 days. I think I traveled all across Manipur into the interiors, in Imphal, and right up to More and various other plains as well as hills. We went to the markets. We went to their interior part where the some kind of handicraft is there, and interacted with these people. Of course, I have a lot of good friends from Manipur who are in the officer cadre, who have been soldiers by virtue of being in different appointments. We had different units with us where the Manipur boys are soldiers in that, like Naga Regiment, Assam Regiment, all these people, they are Manipuri guys. So one has been interacting, but having gone on ground and having met these people on in their own area, in their fields, in their market, in their homes, I really felt that this is one of the most beautiful state and and I must admire, very, very peaceful that time. And I don't know who has turned it volatile, one can make out, but I don't think the people of Manipur wants this. The general people want happiness, prosperity, and they really look up to interaction with the security forces at whatever level.
That's very true, sir. That's absolutely true, sir. Sir, you've had such a long experience in the valley in Jammu Kashmir and fighting counter-terrorism, counter-insurgency operations. फिर यहाँ से आप मणिपुर आए, not on service, not on duty, but on holiday देखने के लिए. तो आपको, in your opinion, sir, as a person who is highly experienced in military tactics, आपको आपके ऑब्जर्वेशन के मुताबिक आपको फर्क क्या लगा जम्मू कश्मीर में और मणिपुर में?
You see, Jammu and Kashmir, there is a direct involvement of the friends from across. Of course, there are within the our own country, say Kashmir, there are parties who are most interested in the unhappy state in the state. Whereas in Manipur, the people are not having. There are different kinds of you know tribes or people from Mathis, Cookies, Nagas, and all these in northeastern state. So major difference is that they are having their control from across, whereas this control is from within. That's what my reading is.
Sir, strategically speaking, अगर नॉर्थ ईस्ट पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया में सर्व करना है, so do you think a prior experience always helps? Though of course हम फौजी हैं, we are very adaptable, we can adapt anywhere, anyhow, in any situation, in any climate, any place, बड़े आराम से ढल जाते हो उसी में. मगर अगर क्या आपको लगता है अगर कोई पहला तजुर्बा हो वहां पे सर्व करने का, तो वो एक एडवांटेज होगा, और अगर एडवांटेज होगा या नहीं होगा, either ways, क्यों और कैसे?
Just say again, there was some loss of voice in between. What did you say?
Sir, So I was saying हम फौजी हैं, हम किसी भी environment में आराम से ढल जाते हैं. We are very adaptable and we adjust to our surroundings very easily, sir. So do you think serving in the northeast part of India, though you have not served there, you've been there, of course, you visited there, do you think it is always there's always an advantage if you have had a prior experience or knowledge about that area, or if it's not also, how is it advantageous? Or if you haven't served there, again, I would like to know your thinking as a strategist, someone who has had a long military innings. What do you think about the northeast part of India? Would it be an advantage to serve there, Pele, or not?
You see, we serve at different levels. Say, starting from, if I can say, ranks from Major General right up to the Lieutenant, or Lieutenant right up to Major General. So we serve in different capacities. Company commander, CO, commanders, and general officer commandings. To be a effective CO, in case you had a good tenure, previous 1 or 2 tenures there, and you are generally aware of the nuances of that situation and the what is the problem, so you can tackle it much better at tactical level. However, at higher level, you don't need much, but at the same time, yes, in case you have a previous experience, it goes without saying. You yourself take your time. You've been ADC to two co-commanders there. You've seen them from very close, from staff perspective initially, and then you went as a company commander in a SAM rifle, I believe. So you had a hands-on job on ground, moving around, the beautiful Loktak Lake, which I think you would have seen from all angles by foot, or by road, or by hector. So it gives you a different perspective. So you can operate very well at tactical level in case you had earlier experiences, on ground experiences. Yeah, at a higher level, when you are at a more senior level, even if you've not had experience of Northeast per se, I think one can adapt. Only thing, it is very difficult to remember the names of the area, but we are so trained, we are so adaptable, that we adapt to any situation. We get onto the roots of the problem very fast, and we have a strong team to carry any appointment. Even say IG of North, IG of East, or IG of South, even if there is no experience there is a solid team which is working for him. His commandos, his COs, they put him at ease in no time. He understands the things. He just needs 1 or 2 or 3 weeks max. So it is both ways. Uh, Biggest advantage is in case you start there. So you are, and sometimes you go fresh. You got with no baggage. You going there. You happen to perform better. So it is both ways.
Sir, sir, thank you so much, sir, for your time, and you've explained it in a beautiful way, and you have shared the time. I purposely, sir, I generally wanted to be in conversation with you because I was aware of your valley experience, of the north experience, the Jammu and Kashmir experience, and I had known that आपने northeast part of India में service नहीं करी है, मगर आप वहाँ पे गए हैं as a visitor. So I would like to know, I really wanted to know of your views of this. Sir, शुक्रिया बहुत बहुत सर, बहुत ही अच्छा लगा, and it was an honor for me, sir. So before we part ways, before we let you go, sir, any last message you would like to throw out from the universe from any side, sir? कुछ भी आप कहना चाहें, sir?
Yeah. Since you are very nicely summed up, and so you started. You see, in my perspective, Manipur, state like Manipur and entire Northeast, they are they had come back to the normalcy. As I explained that my personal visit, there are very economically things happening. The Asian highway is coming up. It has already come up rather. So the people of these states have to decide for themselves, and also we as a country need to make sure that we put in all our efforts to bring peace at the earliest. It is not a state to be left at this judgment. We, whosoever matters in whatever capacity, has to exercise his or her best so as to get the peace back in the best manner which was existing and which is required for the people of Manipur.
Absolutely, sir. Sir, thank you so much for conveying this beautiful message of peace for our beautiful people of Manipur, sir. And I keep saying that, you know, the Maitis are wonderful people, the Kukis are wonderful people, the Nagas are wonderful people, सब अच्छे हैं वहाँ पे. और ये लड़ रहे हैं तो मेरे को बहुत तकलीफ होती है सर. शुक्रिया बहुत बहुत सर वक्त निकालने के लिए सर. जय हिंद सर.
Thank you. Thank you.